The oceans that we have here play an incredible role in our environment, in our ecosystem. The amount of plastic that's going into our oceans today is not a sustainable thing. We want to really try and focus on actually stemming the problem at the top and reducing that amount of plastic that actually goes to waste streams altogether. So if we can turn off the tap of waste, we're able to have huge impact on just the sheer volume of plastic that's going into our oceans. We're feeling like the circular economy is going to be a critical part of how we have to move forward as a society.
Our transition to a convenient lifestyle has come with serious cost to the planet. Take single-use packaging waste. It's piling up in overflowing landfills around the world. Ending this is the mission of Vancouver's Jason Hawkins and Anastasia Kiku. At the height of the pandemic, when demand for takeout was the highest, they had an idea. They thought they could try and get people excited about using reusable food containers and create a circular system where containers are used and then used again. And that's how Reusables was born. They offer sustainable packaging to restaurants and help their customers create less waste.
It's hard for an average person who's going about their life to truly make a difference, and being a part of a circular ecosystem where you can make small changes in your daily life that make a difference, I think is really powerful for a lot of people.
Cool, Jason.
This is Jason.
Hi, Jason. How are you? It's Michelle.
Hey, Michelle. I'm doing well, thanks. How are you doing?
Good. Tell me a little bit about your business, Reusables.
Reusables.com is a zero-waste packaging platform. So what we do is we make it really easy for food businesses and their customers to be able to reuse. So we have a container sharing system. You can go get your takeout food from your favorite restaurant or coffee from a local cafe in Reusables, and it's kind of like a library system. So you get to borrow as many containers as you want, and then you can return them to any of the participating locations. So the idea is, how can we make it really easy for people and businesses to be part of a circular economy?
I think ultimately we're just really stoked on the ability to offer a solution for just everyday people that are looking to make a difference.
We launched in Vancouver during the height of the pandemic. Restaurants were closed down. Food delivery was pretty much the only option. Plastic waste was exploding with the food delivery. We just put out a pilot test to see who would be interested in signing up for something that could help them reduce their own waste, and for businesses to help them reduce theirs. And we saw a tremendous uptake in East Vancouver where we first launched, and we've got thousands of users that are really excited about reducing their waste. And we're just so proud of our community who is really interested to try and create a new way of doing business and consuming. So we're pretty stoked on it.
If we want to have an environment that is waste-free and we want to keep microplastics out of the oceans, it's just we need to be able to turn off the tap of waste. And I think that ultimately, I feel like if we can help people, help businesses make the changes that we need to make as a society, then it would be a win for us.
Our vision is that Reusables.com is going to help people around the world to reduce their plastic waste. We want to go upstream and actually stem the waste at the top and say, hey, let's just start to reuse the things that we already have in place rather than continuing to produce more stuff and throw away more things.
To date, I believe Reusables has diverted more than 100,000 single-use containers from landfills. So that translates to around 3 tons of plastic packaging not going to our waterways or landfills or recycling. And that also means that approximately 5 tons of CO2 emissions have been avoided as a result of our operations.
If we can actually just continue to reuse a single item, whether you bring your own cup, whether you borrow one, whether you decide to bring your own lunch to work versus go out and get a salad that's made in a compostable container or with plastic lid, those decisions on a daily basis are what are going to help us to actually reduce the amount of plastic that ends up in our landfill. I mean, the crazy statistic is that if we keep doing what we're doing today, by 2050, there will be more plastic in the ocean than fish. I think that's a pretty scary place that none of us really want to get to.
A circular economy is changing the way everything is made, including vehicles. In just a few short years, 25% of BMW's vehicles are planned to be electric. By 2030, that number is planned to climb to 50%. The company is designing cars to be as resource efficient as possible as they go through the manufacturing process. What the circular economy means to them is that when the vehicles reach their end of life, they aren't trash, but instead are valued as a source for raw materials from aluminum and steel to the company's high voltage batteries. If materials can be repurposed to create luxury vehicles, why wouldn't we do it? This concept of a circular economy is so important as the world's population grows and our demand for resources grows with it. Seeing how companies like Reusables and BMW are creating a whole new system makes me optimistic. Creating less waste and taking less from our planet is a move in the right direction. We already live in a world where everything's connected, and creating ideas and products that respect that is a beautiful thing.
Wow, that's great. That's awesome. Thank you.